Good day, my dear students. It's been a while, but I think we are here again. The last time we met, that was the last video that we saw. We talked about factors that influence demand. And I did explain to you how price, income, the number of buyers, etc. causes the quantity that a buyer buys to either increase or falls. And I promised you that I'll come your way again with another lesson showing you how these factors will cause a change, illustrated by a diagram, and probably how it causes a change in the demand equation. Today, I'm here to do just that. And I hope that you'll be with me. My belief is that by the end of the lesson, you should be able to draw the demand curve, showing how price causes a change in quantity demanded, as well as draw another demand curve, showing how the other factors cause a change in demand. It's going to be interesting and easy. Pay attention, and I believe that you will get it. Okay, so we said that the price of the commodity, the income of the consumer, the number of buyers, or the population expectations of future price changes, the price of a related commodity, taste preference, and fashion. Last time I wrote likeness, no problem, availability of credit, and other factors. That has promised that if you get your book, any book that you have, accounts book, very good accounts book that you are using, you should be able to see these factors and many more, and that will help you. But Iconic is one of the best, and I believe that if you go out for the Iconic economic book, you are going to like it. Okay, so I am going to go straight away to draw the demand curve and illustrate to you how these factors will influence the demand curve. The first demand curve will go like this. And as usual, you locate the origin. Price will be on the y-axis, and the quantity demanded will be on the x-axis. And don't be surprised that my demand curve will be drawn like this. This is my demand curve. Any student that doesn't understand that I have drawn the demand curve this way, it means the student did not watch the previous videos, because I've taken time to explain why the curve is drawn this way. And this curve is sloping downwards from left to right. I've indicated all that. So straight away, I'm going to draw another curve over here for a reason, and you will soon understand why. So I go this way. My price will be here on the y-axis, and the quantity that will be demanded will be on the x-axis. So let me put demand curve here. But let me first attend to this one. The first factor you can see here is the price of the commodity. And we often say that the price of the commodity itself. And if you look at the demand diagram here, it has price on the y-axis, quantity demanded on the x-axis. And we said the price of the commodity. And so we have the two factors, the two variables here, price and how it affects quantity demanded is here. So let's assume that the price is $2, and see the quantity that the person will be buying. Let me assume that the quantity is 20. If it is balls of cake at the price of $2, the person is buying 20 balls. That is obvious. Let's see how price will influence quantity. Assuming that the price increases to $4, you know, this is the origin, starting from 0, perhaps 1 will be here, this is 2, 3 will be somewhere here, 4. So let me put 4 here. The price has gone to $4. And it shows an increase. And the last time we said that when price increases, the quantity demanded falls. Remember the law of demand? Yes. So we are going to show it. So the price has gone up. And draw a straight line, trace it to the curve. It has touched the demand curve. That is the demand curve. It has touched it at a point. And the point is here. So the moment it touches the curve, you have to get the quantity down on the x-axis. This is where the quantity is, so you have to come down. Another straight line right from the curve, we go down. Sure. You see, 20 is here. So if you have to locate any quantity here, it should be less than 20. And I'm putting 16 here. 16 balls. So how is price of the commodity, that is our KK, how is it influencing quantity? You see, price has gone up. And the price of 2, quantity demanded is 20. The price has gone up, increased. The quantity demanded has fallen to 16. So this way. So then, we say that the diagram here is also illustrating or showing you that when price increases, quantity demanded will fall. I.e., price is influencing the quantity demanded as shown on the diagram. It can be the other way around. Assuming that your initial price of the KK is 4. So I take this arrow. The initial price of the KK used to be 4. So the price rather falls from the $4 to $2. So this arrow will go. So if this is the initial point, the initial point price, the quantity that goes with it is 16. If the price falls, will it influence the quantity the buyer will buy? We shall see it on the diagram right now. At the price of 4, what is the quantity? 16. And the price has gone down. Trace a straight line again to the curve. Let's check the quantity. 16. At this point, once the 2 is leading you to this end of the curve, when you draw it down, you trace it down, at this point, the quantity here should be higher than the 16. Definitely should be the 20. What does it tell you? Price is really influencing quantity demanded. So, when the price falls, the quantity that will be bought will increase, as shown by the diagram. And I gave you the reasons, the 3 reasons why this will happen. Assuming there's a fall in the price, I told you why this will happen. I told you because, 1, the number of buyers will now increase because many people will now see the product to be cheaper. So those who couldn't afford at the price of 4 will now buy at the price of 2. Therefore, the quantity will increase. I told you that the last time. Now, those who were buying at the price of 4, when the price falls, their purchasing power, that is number 2, their purchasing power, or what we call the real income, will increase. That means with their 4 cedis, they could buy 2 more. So they could double. So that is it. So when this falls, the quantity will really have to increase. So they are also here causing the quantity to increase. Aside that one, we explained to you that as far as the consumer is now having about 20 quantity more than the 16, that means the consumer is consuming more, the buyer is buying more. Anyone that has a lot of things at his or her disposal will not like an additional one. In our local language, we say a befun. So when you are not desiring for any additional quantity, you prefer to pay a lower price for it. That is why the price is lower at a higher quantity. And so these are the 3 reasons why price is causing quantity to change or move up and down. I hope you get it clearly. So price has caused this as shown on the diagram. Now let's go to the number 2, point number 2, which is the income of the consumer or the income of the buyer. The Question is, how would the income of the consumer influence demand being illustrated on the diagram? How can that be shown on the diagram? When you look at this particular diagram, the x-axis has price and the y-axis has price and the x-axis has quantity demanded. I've shortened it QD. You don't see income here. There's no income here. We were able to illustrate price here because price is seen here and quantity demanded is here. However, we don't have income over here. So how do we show that one? In accounts, you have to necessarily show it because, as a matter of fact, your income will influence the quantity that you are buying. When your income increases, we said that you are likely to buy more for normal commodities. For most of the commodities that we buy, when you have more money to yourself, you are going to buy more. When you have lesser money or lesser income, you are likely to reduce the quantity. And so, income actually influences quantity of a commodity, that's the quantity of commodities that we buy. But how do we illustrate it, given that we don't have income on any of the axes? We still have to do it. That is why I drew this curve down. I am going to illustrate that one to you. So let's go here and show that. Assuming the initial price is $2 and you are buying 20 and your income increases. This is how it's shown. This is how it is illustrated. Because we don't have income here, we are going to imply it in our head. It is implied in our mind. But the income will have to influence the quantity anyway. And so in economics, you have to draw another diagram, another curve on the same space here to illustrate that. Our assumption is an increase in income. How can it be shown here? For you to show an increase in the demand due to increase in your income, you will have to draw another curve. And that's it. But it should have the same slope as the normal demand curve. The same slope. And you label it D1, D1 because this is the original curve, which was at the price of 2. Now your income has increased. Note, this is very important. Pay attention. When you say income has increased, we didn't say your price has increased. And we also didn't say the price of the commodity has decreased or fallen. We didn't say that. It means that price in the case of income changes is not changing. The price is not changing. The price is remaining the same. Say your income has increased. It doesn't mean the price of the commodity has increased or fallen. No, it doesn't mean so. It is your income, which is what we call your nominal income, has gone up. Okay, so the price is not going to be touched. The price over here is not going to be touched because that has not changed. It is your income that has gone up. So we trace a straight line from this point, from the 2, right down to the original one. Then you go ahead until it touches the new demand curve that you have drawn. Trace it down. Let me put 24 here. The curve has shifted from the D0 or D0 to D1, D1. Why that? Why has the curve moved from D0 to D1, D1? Why has the curve shifted? We say to the right. Why has the curve shifted to the right from D0 to D1, D1? It is because the income of the buyer of that commodity has gone up. Meanwhile, price has not changed. And the person has to buy more because of the income that the person has gotten. And note, we can't draw it this way. It cannot be drawn this way because in the case of this particular one, it is income. income is not shown anywhere. Income is not here. Income is not here. How do we then illustrate it? It has to be illustrated this way. An increase in demand shown by a shift in the demand curve from the left hand side to the right hand side. So when the demand curve shifts from left to right, we say it shows an increase in demand. Why is there that increase in demand over here? It's because of the increase in the income of the buyer. This is how this is shown. Okay, this is how it's shown. So price has remained constant, but the person is buying more. Now when you go to point number 3, say the number of buyers or the population of the buyers. You don't see population here, just like the income. You don't see expectations of future price changes. Okay? The price we are talking about is about the current price of the product, not the future price. Okay. So, but let me finish with the point number 3. The number of buyers. You don't see number of buyers here for you to come and illustrate by moving any variable here, any value over here. You can't see it. So just as the income of the consumer causes the curve, the increase in the income of the consumer causes the curve to shift to the right hand side. In the same way, the number of buyers, if the number of buyers increase, the curve will also shift from D0, D0 to D1, D1. It will shift to the right hand side. In the same way, if a buyer expects that the price of the commodity will fall in the near future, if the buyer expects that the price of the commodity is going to increase in the near future, right now the person is going to buy more, so it will also cause a shift in the demand curve to the right. If you expect that the price is going to increase, say tomorrow, today you are going to buy more. It can be illustrated this way. Let's go down. The price of a related commodity. Commodities are related in 2 ways. They can be complements and they can be substitutes. If the commodities are substitutes, it means that they serve the same purpose. They do the same thing. And if the commodities serve the same purpose, when there is an increase in the price of one of them, it's going to cause an increase in the quantity demanded of other commodities. In fact, this will be explained better when we come to another topic that I will treat soon. But again, if the price of substitutes, when the commodities are substituted, the price of one of them increases, the demand for the other will also increase. So assuming that we have SIM cards, we have 2 SIM cards in Ghana. I'm assuming so, Vodafone and say MTN. When the price of Vodafone increases, people are going to buy more of MTN SIM cards. Okay, that is the price of a related commodity. So in that case, this is going to happen. The demand curve is going to shift this way, and you have to draw another demand curve to illustrate that. Okay, in the case that the price of the commodity that we are talking about, they are what we call complements. That means they are used together. I don't want to go into details because we are going to treat that when we come to what we call types of demand. So that you don't miss the point over here. I will not go into details. However, if the price of a complement increases, the demand for the other commodity is going to fall. The demand for the other commodity is going to fall. However, if the price of the commodity falls, its complement will increase. That will be explained later. So that can be illustrated using this particular diagram. It can be shown using this particular diagram. So what am I trying to say? The taste of the product. If you have a stronger taste for the product, remember that is not on the y-axis. It's only price axis here. So you can't do the same thing as you did here. You have to come here. When your taste or your preference, or you have a fashion, you are so fashionable that you like the product, you are going to increase its demand by drawing this curve. Okay? When you have more credit, more money to buy the product, you are going to buy more. The same thing you have to draw. Okay? So this point 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what you call all the other factors except for price, they will cause this particular change. But price alone will cause this particular type of change on the demand curve. Take note of that. Only price of the commodity can cause this type of demand curve you are seeing here. Other factors will cause this type of changes on the demand curve. Now, this is just an increase. There can be a fall in demand. There can be a fall, just like we did to price, you are going to do same. When the income of the buyer falls, this is how you are going to illustrate it. You draw another curve with the same slope, but we say your demand can only fall to the left. So if this is the original, you have to draw another one down here. Let's call it D2, demand 2. The demand curve has rather shifted to the left. And then you locate this straight point. This is the point where this straight line is touching it. So you draw it down, and you can write 16 over here. What does it tell you? It tells us that when your income falls, your demand will decrease from 20 to 16. And that can be better shown by the shift in the demand curve from the D0 to D2. Okay, that is it. All the unfavorable things that will happen to these factors that influence demand will cause the demand curve to shift from the right hand side to the left hand side. In this case, D0 to D2. Any unfavorable cause, it will cause the demand to fall. Let's take note of that. Now, let's look at this. I said that all these points, they cause this type of change in the demand curve. We call this one change in demand. When the change in the demand, the quantity you are buying, is caused by price, the price of the commodity, we call it change in quantity demanded. It's very interesting, so take note of it. There is only one factor that causes change in quantity demanded of a product. There's only one factor. Among all the factors here, there's only one factor that causes that. Which factor is that? The price of the commodity itself. So anytime you hear in economics change in quantity demanded, think of the price of the commodity. So what is change in quantity demanded then? Change in quantity demanded, I believe you should be able to give the definition. It's caused by the price of the commodity. So how do we define it? Think through and see if you can come up with any definition. I hope you are able to come up with something. But this is change in quantity demanded. This is when only the price of the commodity causes the quantity demanded of the commodity to either increase or decrease, with all the other factors being held constant. What is change in quantity demanded? I said, this is when only the price of the commodity causes the quantity demanded of the commodity to either increase or decrease, whilst the other factors are held constant. That means the other factors are not changing. That is what we call change in quantity demanded. You can see I've not written it, but it's a video, there is a voice, so you can go back anytime to listen to it and write it down, or you can refer to it in your textbook. I call it the economic textbook, or any other textbook that you're using, just refer to it. Okay. Then, if that is change in quantity demanded, so this is change in quantity. Anytime you see the diagram this way, it is change in quantity demanded. Why? Because price is causing the change here. Over here, it is not price that is causing the change you are seeing here. 16, 20, 24 is not caused by price at all. Otherwise, the price wouldn't have remained at 2. You have gone up or down. Since the price is remaining here at 2, it means that whatever change you are seeing here is not caused by price. When that happens, it has a name. We say it's called change in demand. So what is change in demand then? Change in demand is when the other factors of demand causes quantity to change, to move either to the left or to the right, with price held constant. Again, when all the other factors, like the income of the consumer and the number of buyers, causes the quantity to change, either move to the left or to the right, whilst price is held constant. So in this case, price is held constant, but there's a change in quantity, shift in demand curves, and that is caused by the other factors. Price is held constant. That is what we call change in demand. So the secret here, in your WASSCE exams, when you are asked, give 4 factors that influence demand. The word is influence demand. Please don't mention price. Mention the other factors. Why am I saying so? Because I said factors that influence demand. But when you are asked factors that influence quantity demanded, then you think of price. In my first question, I didn't say factors that influence quantity demanded. I said factors that influence demand, and that is change in demand. Mention only these factors, leave out price. But in case you say factors that influence quantity demanded, then price comes in. You can mention price. This distinction must be made clear, and it will be very helpful. I hope you are okay now. We are just about to go. In the next 5 minutes, we should be closing the first phase of the lesson. But let's look at this. Demand equation. How will these factors influence demand equation? I think with the price one, we have done it, but I didn't draw your attention much to it because I didn't want to confuse you at that stage. Let's assume that we have this demand equation. QD equal to 24 minus 2P. This is the demand equation. If price is $2, let's put it in it. QD equal to 24 minus 2, the price is $2. So we put the $2 here. 2. This should give you 4, so your answer should be 20 balls. So at the price of $2, the quantity is 20. When the price increases to 4, this is how it can be shown on the demand equation. Let's go here, draw this so you don't get confused. QD then will be equal to 24 minus 2. We say the price has increased to 4 into bracket 4. So you are going to get 24 less 8. What will be the answer? That was 16. Is that not 16? 16 is the answer. So with the demand equation, when price is causing a change in quantity, this is how it is illustrated. Price of 2, you get the quantity. Let's assume it's this one. Price of 4, you put it in, this is how it's done. when the other factors of demand is changing, influencing the quantity, it is not price. So you can't write 2 here. It's not price. You say income. You can't write income has changed. You can't assume that the income is that way. It's only when price is changing that you can change this variable P. It's only when price is changing. If income is changing, number of buyers are changing, the expectation of future price is changing, the price of a related commodity is changing, your taste is changing, you can't do the same thing as you have done here. It's only when price is changing that you can do that. So how do we treat that one? We are coming here, I'm writing it under this one so that it can be clear to you. In that case, QD, which is equal to 24 minus 2P. The change will only affect here, the 24. The change in any of the other factors, 0.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doesn't influence anything here in this equation. It will not. It can only influence what you call the constant or the intercept. What is it telling you? It means that this particular 24, in the past, in the initial, the other videos that I showed you, I wrote it this way. QD equal to A minus BP. The A is similar to the 24. Factor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All other factors influence A, not BP. Never, it doesn't. These factors don't influence BP and it doesn't influence P. These factors don't influence, they influence the constant, i.e. A, or in this case where I change it to variable, it will influence the 24. It will not influence price or the 2 or the slope. So in that case, when any one of them changes, you can only change it this way. 24 equal to, QD equal to say 20 minus 2P. Why has the constant 24, the intercept 24 changed to 20? It has changed because one of these factors, income, number of buyers, expectation, any one of them has changed. That is when this will change. But if price changes, this will not change. 24 will never change. It's rather the P that will change from say 2 to 4. But when any of these ones change, then it means that the intercept 24 has to change. In this case, you realize that it has reduced from 24 to 20. That means it's an unfavorable factor. In case your income has fallen, this will happen. Assuming rather that your income increased, then it would have been like this. QD equal to say 28 from 24 to 28 minus 2P. That means there is a favorable change in the income, other factors, which will affect only this one. In the nutshell, all this particular factor will influence, in the case of QD equal to 24 minus 2P. This factor will influence price, only price. However, 24 minus 2P. All these factors I have circled and others which we call demand condition factors will only influence the 24. It will never influence the P. They only influence the 24. That is how it is. I am going to throw more light on this one because I've timed myself. I wanted the video to be of a certain size. I will throw more light on this so that you can really appreciate it. That will be in the introduction of the next lesson so that we can move on successfully. Stay put, learn harder, and God bless you. Thank you very much.